What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the red color, playing as Hades. His name is 3antozz. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Kronos. His name is Tigerboss. Tigerboss taking that first win in this best of 3 series for the group stages of the Challengers League. I almost went there. The Challengers League. A pretty crazy game there. First game there for Tigerboss as he's able to win with his Uranos. But in this next game, we are seeing that 3antozz here and Tigerboss. Well, Tigerboss here changing into Kronos for this one, as he does drop the dock down. He's going to start getting those fishing ships out immediately, getting deconstructed onto that location there, as the dock does get dropped down here for 3antozz to continue. I think it's around about a 40-second dip to the production of players. So, there are a whole bunch of ways you can play around this. Now, we did see that Tigerboss was smart. He sent his Oracle straight down, so there's no way to kind of cheese out that dock. We see the Oracle on this top side here. Now, one way you can play around this, and it's a little bit cheese, is you put one dock down and one dock down at the start here with the Hades. 2 docks at the start with the intention that one will get deconstructed. Do that, and you're going to be in a happy days. But 3antozz here is getting his house down. He might go for a second dock already on this bottom side of the map and just accept that he's going to be trading the sides. But we'll have to wait and see how it's all going to go. Relic overview, we do have the Odin's Wand, minus 20% temple upgrade, favor food, gold, wood cost reduction there, as well as the Scarab Pendant here, giving a big bonus to buildings. That's going to be a huge bonus there for the Kronos, who's already got that siege bonus with the cheaper siege weapons, as the villagers able to take down the next deer, moving all the good stuff. And we'll see how things are going to go. This map here, for the more I see it, the less that I like the Kronos pick here, but Tigerboss is actually an Atlantean player, unlike a lot of the different top players who have been playing Kronos on this map. So I'm excited to see what Tigerboss is going to come up with here that might be a little bit different to the other players. Now, if I'm Tigerboss, I'm actually quite happy with the idea that I don't even have to fight my opponent for water on this top side, but I definitely do want to get a dock down. I want to sneak a dock up in this corner, not necessarily with the intention of ever really wanting to win the water, but with the intention of forcing 3antozz and forcing the Hades player to actually build some boats to have to defend. So if I build, say, 4 Barim out here to attack this, you're going to be able to force the Hades player to at least build 4 trireme, if not more, and then you can just go full send on the land and attempt to get yourself a gold stuff. As we're starting to see the mini map here, gold mines being discovered on this map. It is one of the few unique maps that are set up this way. It is a mirror map, which means all the gold mines are going to be in the opposite place. So this gold mine over here will be over on this location here, for example. So if you see your own side of the map, you can make some predictions as to where your opponent's stuff is going to be. As we do see, Prometheus coming in already for Tigerboss. He's only got the 6 fishing ships here, as the Citizen is indeed sneaking through onto this location. Now, if we take a quick look at 3antozz, he doesn't actually have anything on this position here to attack. And I think that 3antozz is making a big mistake here. This is a big mistake from, sorry, not from 3antozz, from Tigerboss. And what's the mistake? Is he's going after the side of the water, which he's not controlling already with his own fish. If Tigerboss just simply sends some oracles or sends a Promethean down over here, cleans this dock up, just says, I'm going to have this side, he's going to be fine here. And we do see a house coming up. If 3antozz wants to continue on this side of the map, he needs to put another dock down like now. Otherwise, Tigerboss can potentially get himself out of Barim, which he already has it done. And I imagine this dock will be deconstructed here, as 3antozz's dock getting taken down very fast. We see this Athena is on the way, as the Barim coming over here will spot the dock. And the question is going to be, will Will Tigerboss deconstruct this? And he 100% should, as he does. Beautiful play. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So I take it all back. Tigerboss's play is great. He had a plan. I think that he did find himself as he's going to be scouting around with this Bream. I don't know where he's going with that Bream, as Antos is ready to put a dock back up on this position over there. But had Antos chucked 2 docks up there instead, this play would never have been possible. And the Bream now going to be coming back over here to spot that villager, putting the dock up. Tigerboss, he's got to be paying attention. If he's not, then the dock will actually finish here, and he does manage to see that villager as he pushes it back. Nice play by Tigerboss to control that. I'd love to see the temple just get time shifted up to this position over here and just make sure he's got eyes on everything there. As the Bream pulls back ever so slightly, the villager going to be sitting in the corner there, as we do see the Ajax and the Minotaur coming over onto this position as the Bream's starting to come out. That's a decent amount there, as the dock looks like it will be falling on this position, even though we will be seeing the potential Oracle getting taken down, as the Trireme coming through for Antos. Antos going to have to retreat back. Fishing ships getting taken out on this position. As we do see the Promethean offspring getting taken down, the Oracle heroes chasing those Minotaur away here, as the Ajax will be able to clean up those Promethean offspring very, very fast. This is one of the big advantages of Kronos is his myth units, and throwing away Promethean offspring is not something that I particularly think is... when you're playing Kronos, for example, it's not the biggest of deals. Promethean offspring not that useful, but it's Kronos. If you can get a whole bunch of them, they move at 6.05 speed. You can get some real solid raids where that's concerned, as somehow, some way... Antos does actually manage to get his dock up on the top side of the map, and Tigerboss is going to be kicking himself right now. Right now, Tigerboss has got to be kicking himself for allowing that dock to get up over here. And we'll see how things are going to go, but Antos now, he's got a handful of Trireme out. Same too does Tigerboss. 16 Bream to 9 Triremes, so a fairly large advantage here for Tigerboss. He's going to be able to push through with his big economic advantage. It's just forced, which has allowed these Trireme to come through onto this position. In the main base of Tigerboss, however, we do see an Ajax getting some good damage done as the restoration does drop there. Antos holding on for this moment, as he has now found himself in an even better position. It's still, actually, no, it's still 6 Bream to 10 Trireme, so still very, very close here, as the Trireme going to be pushing through. The dock gets rejected over on that position there, as the Boit's fighting. Not going to be happy with that one. Meanwhile, Citizen still going down, as the Chiron now moving in. Antos has found a very, very advantageous usage of these early game heroes here, as we do see the Valor gets dropped down. The Oracle's going to come through here to try and defend on this. Tigerboss does not have himself focus in this position, as the Chiron gets trapped. But the Chiron does manage to slither out of the gap there. Meanwhile, Antos still trying to micro on this position as best as he possibly can. The Citizen, the Oracle, still pushing through here. Antos trying to micro on both fronts here, as he's going to have to retreat back. Tigerboss going to hide back under over on this location as well, as we do see a temple coming over here for Tigerboss to start trying to take that dock back down. As these Oracles chasing away these units, this is a completely fine way to play here for Tigerboss. If he catches up to the Chiron, he's going to be completely fine, as the Ajax 69 HP, Chiron here 25 HP, does get sniped down there. Nice play by Tigerboss, as Antos trying to push through these Breams. We'll see if he's going to be able to manage to do this here or not, as it looks like Antos, for the moment, will be laying claim to this water here, or maybe not, as I mean, Tigerboss is still producing here. So long as Antos keeps his production up, he should be fine to hold, but whether or not he can actually win the water remains to be seen, as we're going to see some Prometheans coming out with their 5 crush damage, 10 hack damage. We'll be able to take that dock down eventually. And I guess Tigerboss, he kind of does need to keep fighting over on this location here. Otherwise, Antos, he's going to be able to build his own Trireme out on the top side here and cause some problems for Tigerboss at this point. As we do see Antos grabbing himself per scene, he may just say, better give up on this dock, because if I don't, then there is a potential that I can get gold starved here. If you see Antos committing onto production on this top dock here, as a Kronos player, you can just simply say, no worries, just gonna go full send on land and get a gold starve here, as the home gold mine will be expired. And that's going to be a completely easy way to play. As you do see a handful more of those Breams are out. Tigerboss has 3 docks here, just sitting back, not going to be able to do all too much here until he gets into that next age, as we do see the Chiron coming through here, going to get a little bit of damage done onto those Prometheans for the time being here. As the Chiron does get pushed back, the dock does get taken out, and 3antozz, he's going to have to figure out how he's going to get a second gold mine in this game. He's throwing down his military buildings, going for a 1-1-1 with 2 archery rangers. So 1-1-1 means infantry, hippocon, and archers. Pretty much every civilization can do this apart from the civilizations that don't have archers. Well, I guess it's really just the Greeks if I take that all seriously. Egyptian, they don't have cavalry in the classical age. Norse don't have archers in the classical age. And Atlantean don't have cavalry in the classical age. So that's that. Anyways. 3antozz, he does have to figure out how to push through now in this game. One very, very simple option would be to grab this town center if he can. Because this town center gets grabbed with sentinels. He grabs this gold mine. He'll be in a great position here. As we do see the Chiron getting taken out. And Tigerboss, at this point, he is all over 3antozz. 3antozz is in a very difficult position. He's got 740 gold in the bank, though. And he needs to get up to full population. So he's going to be doing his best to do that. He does have this gold mine over on the back of the map there. We see a town center coming up over here for Tigerboss. So the Pegasus will be spotting that one there. 3antozz now has to yet again get out his Chiron and his Ajax. This is a really big weakness of Greek in the classical age, is that to build your heroes, you have to build them out of your town center, which means every single time you lose a hero, effectively, you also lose a villager in terms of production time as well. As the temple getting cleaned up over there, we do see the villagers have snuck up onto this location. There is a Promethean queued up here. No line of sight upgrade has been grabbed for Tigerboss here. And these are the kind of moments which you watch and you're just like, if you had one unit up there, this game would be over. Or maybe not over, but you could definitely be fighting for a winning position. But allowing your opponent to mine here for any amount of time means that they've got a potential to come back in this game. But Tigerboss gearing up to go to that next age. One thing that Tigerboss has forgotten here is that he could get another 3 fishing ships at the top side of the map there. Whereas 3antozz, he's got 12 or 11 fishing ships here at the moment, but he could get 12 fishing ships out if he so chose and have that little bit better economy. Rhea, they got a choice here for Tigerboss. Again, we see someone opting, not just deciding to not go through Hyperion in this matchup. I've seen this quite a bit. The big advantage of Rhea is that you get access to Trader. The Myth unit is honestly really not that good. The technologies aren't that good either. But the Trader God power is very, very big. You steal away a Nemean Lion, you steal away a Chimera, you steal away a Heliopolis. All these things can be very, very strong, as we do see the temple time shifting here away, as now 3antozz has now grabbed himself 5,200, well, nearly 800 gold from that gold mine. As we see 3antozz now moving around, going to be looking for some raids onto Tigerboss's main base here. Tigerboss here, he should be fine with taking these fights as long as he can get those Terma to target down the Toxotes. We do see 3antozz in a little bit of a weird position there with those Toxotes, so he's going to be retreating away. Going to take a lot of damage on that retreat path as the town center is coming up on this position. He will be wanting to bide his time a little bit here to hold on, but with Tigerboss moving his temple over, he will have that behemoth ready to start mowing down this location, pushing straight through here as the Terma trying to move around the back of these units, trying to take out those Toxotes, doing as best as they possibly can. But 3antozz holding nicely for the time being, and the town center will be up. Tigerboss at this point now getting himself Salt Amphora. That's going to be helping out his food economy on the water quite significantly. In fact, it's huge, as we do see the behemoth now coming in onto this position as Ajax Chiron having to get queued up yet again. 3antozz at 400 food, 100 gold. Not much resources in the bank at this point with the 100 favor, not 100 favor, 100 population. And Tigerboss is at 130 population, able to continue fighting underneath these locations as the behemoth is going to retreat back for the time being, trying to keep himself alive as the units are just more than happy to continue streaming through here to take out the villages. We do see the Chiron popping through here, going to start targeting down that behemoth as it will get picked off. And it does look like Tigerboss's attack here is slowly but surely fading as 3antozz town center doing 14 damage times 2 with the 2 arrows is a really, really big help to defending this position. And not only that, you just see all the gold villages. So much gold getting grabbed on that top of your location there for 3antozz. He's got to be loving that as he has managed to garrison those units into the town center. One of the little known facts about garrisoning and why you basically could, if you're playing as Hades here, you can basically just garrison all your units in to this town center and you can kill off the units much, much faster. So if you don't really want to fight your opponent and your opponent's not leaving your town center, just garrison your army into the town center instead of actually fighting it, and your town center is going to be doing tons more damage to their units without you losing those resources from your units dying. As we do see Terma coming in onto this position, going to be starting to take down some of those Toxotes that are here as well. Arcus now starting to come into the fight here as destroyers are getting queued up out of the palace on that position. 3antozz, he is in for a difficult position now because Tigerboss, he should be thinking about getting himself a 3rd town center here. He should be thinking about getting himself more and more palaces at this point as well to be able to fight. Nice distraction raid over here from 3antozz, but now Tigerboss is realizing, hang on, there could be villagers grabbing gold up on this location. 3,000 gold gone on this top gold mine means 3antozz has got everything he wants out of this. He can just leave this now and he can start grabbing this bottom gold mine. He's completely fine here. As we do see the citizen have found that 3rd town center for Tigerboss. Plenty of resources in the bank. Would love to see like fortified town centers. Another palace coming through here as well as the villagers all getting pushed off for the time being here. Army coming back in for Tigerboss. Tigerboss opting in to not getting himself heavy archers, heavy infantry, which is something we would normally see here. He's got plenty of resources, so obviously planning on going to the mythic age here instead of getting his technological upgrades. So we'll see how that's all going to go as the army now poking its head into the main base of 3antozz. He's going to be losing a lot of HP to the sentinels that are in here. Some villagers long distance mining there by 3antozz. As we see Helios coming in for the 2nd time in this series. Obviously, Tigerboss is loving this this Helios idea. Very, very strong late game god, but also has got some potential in the early Mythic Age as well to get a ton of damage done. As we do see the army now coming in to try and take out those villagers here. 3antozz, on the other hand, says, look, I gotta find the gold villagers, run straight past that town center. It's only doing 9 damage a second times 2, 18 damage a second if both the arrows do hit. And he's going to be coming in. Nice reaction there from Tigerboss. Pulls off the gold mine immediately here. So Tigerboss, he's going to have to figure this one out. He's got a whole bunch of population coming in. One thing you don't want to be doing when you go Helios is actually get yourself a whole bunch of those Arcus out. You really want to be in melee units to deal as much damage you possibly can to the buildings. But at this point, Tigerboss can't afford just melee units. So he's going to be having to figure that one out as the citizens. Let's lose a couple of citizens there out of nowhere. I don't think that made a lot of sense, but he did lose them. He's just, as we see, another citizen over on this position going to be falling as well. Nice raids from 3antozz to push Tigerboss back ever so slightly. Meanwhile, 3antozz, he's still not even in the heroic age. He's still stuck in this classical age. He's getting himself a 3rd town center as well. Can he find his way to the heroic age to deal with this mythic age now that Tigerboss has hit? Tigerboss has to do damage here. Remember, this is Hades. Hades' late game is king. He's the king of the late game. If Hades can get to the late game, he wins. Tigerboss says, you know what? I'm just gonna be full sending on this town center. He's got himself Hekate. He's got himself all of the destroyers in the world. We are seeing units coming up to the top side. You're going to be looking after villages there, picking those ones off. There's the Hekate coming in here to start putting some pressure onto this location as the Ark is going to need to start targeting down these units. How many destroyers have you got? 6 destroyers, 1 Hekate. We see the Ajax coming in. The Ajax is going to be immediately targeted down by the ball of Arcus. There. Good garrison micro though from 3antozz, as he's going to be able to at least get a little bit of damage done onto the Hekate as those Arcus all get cleaned up. Town center will be falling here for 3antozz as he's desperately trying to hold on to this position. But 1 town center down. How many units lost there for Tigerboss is the big question. And I'm going to go ahead I'm going to go out on a limb and say that was not worth it for Tigerboss. He wanted to kill that town center and lose nothing, but he lost everything for it. So 700 resources down the drain for 3antozz and an entire army down the drain for Tigerboss. And not only that, 3antozz is getting incredibly aggressive with his Toxotes, with his raids over here. He's pushing off all the gold mines. There's still the gold villagers on this position here, getting some decent damage. Tigerboss over here with his units just hanging out. He doesn't quite have all too much stuff here as the gold mine on the back will get taken out. 3antozz now has got the resources to advance to the heroic age. He can also start grabbing this hometown center back as well as he clicks up through Apollo, not even feeling like he needs to go through Aphrodite here. He's got tons of gold in the bank as well, so a mythic age is not going to be a tough one at all. And now we see 3antozz coming, getting under fire yet again by this vortex as the town center on the top starting to get taken down, and we will be seeing Aphrodite coming through onto this location as well. Will we see any attempt here from 3antozz at even deciding that he wants to pull back and defend this or not? As this is a different situation now. This town center with one Hekate, one destroyer, 2 destroyers, we'll be able to kill off this town center, and a whole bunch of villagers are going to be getting cleaned up there as well. But 3antozz here will have access to Aphrodite. He doesn't have this hometown center back up just yet, which is a little bit disappointing as we do see watchtowers coming through, but Curse will come through. There is a problem here for 3antozz as there's still traders left. So the Nemean line that pops out here for 3antozz is simply just going to get converted straight away. So 3antozz needs to continue to build these Nemean lions out to kind of defend on this position. And while he's kind of pushed off the gold mine, he's pushed Tigerboss off the gold for the time being and taken down this palace, which is a big, big deal. He's out. He's down in population. We see the curse come through. The trader gets dropped onto the Nemean line immediately here as another vortex coming in now, pushing to take down the town center on this position. 3antozz still at full population. He doesn't have his heroes out just yet. So the third town center of 3antozz will be getting cleaned up here very, very fast as the units coming through here for 3antozz to try and take this out. Can we see any town center coming back up for 3antozz? He's got plenty of resources in the bank to make this happen, but he does not have a market. He needs wood here to get that market or to get the town center back up. He's got a handful of villagers over here. He's cut the Toxotes production for the time being here, it seems, as the units here of Tigerboss. Tigerboss is still at 26 villagers. He's got a market. He can buy all the food, all the gold he wants, but that being said, if he buys all the gold he wants, 3antozz can also then buy all the food and wood that he wants. As we do see the market coming up now for 3antozz. He's at 100 population. He's going to attempt to get his town center back up. He does not have a fortress here to get himself out any heroes. He's in fact got no heroes here. So a very, very rare situation where the Hecates of Tigerboss are going to be pure value here. As the army of 3antozz still searching around looking for gold villagers to take out. The units here for Tigerboss going to come back trying to deal with these units on the back. I'd love to see Tigerboss moving forward here and just dropping a palace down on this town center and get control of that. As the town center in the main base here coming back up for 3antozz. He's still got plenty of resources in the bank to get everything he needs back up. The problem for 3antozz is he really would have liked to have been going to the Mythic Age right now, but he just cannot afford to trade all that food in for food and go to the Mythic Age. Meanwhile, Tigerboss is just floating 5,000 resources in the bank, 3,500 resources in the bank. Sells a whole bunch of stuff. Looks like he's going for a Titan here in classic Atlantean fashion. The only way to win with Atlantean is a Titan against Hades, apparently. As Tigerboss, he's got a pathway in front of him that he's going to attempt to follow, but it's a very, very long road here as 3antozz is about to get his town centers back. He's got that one on the front coming through. 3antozz at this point, funnily enough, I think the correct play when he saw that Secrets of the Titans coming through for Tigerboss was actually to just click up to the Mythic Age through Artemis here to Earthquake the Titan, but instead grabs the town center. He doesn't have the resources to go Mythic Age. Staying on one town center might be a little bit risky as the units coming through here for 3antozz, putting pressure on, but all of those Arcus are out right now, and these are champion Arcus now. If you take a comparison, champion Arcus are basically exactly the same strength as medium Toxotes, so but they do have a lot more range, so they start that DPS from quite a bit, from quite a ways away. which is what makes them so good in mass. They start the DPS from a ways away, and they put, normally you put like a destroyer in front or 12 to tank the enemy Toxotes, so they can just continue to deal damage tons and tons away. As the town center is up, Siege of the Titans now popping for Tigerboss. He's got himself a palace in the main base. He's got himself a town center. There is not... I was about to say there is underworld, but there is not an underworld here for 3antozz. He's going to try and sneak in here to take the Titan Gate down, but it's already pushing up as more citizens are getting taken down. The units pushing through here. I don't think Tigerboss is going to care all too much. You can see all the wood's been sold here, so wood isn't worth a darn thing here in this game for the time being here. So actually, if 3antozz can get a ton of villagers on gold and actually buy wood for a little bit to get himself his town center back or do whatever he needs to do, looks like the units are going to be starting to push through into the main base as 3antozz is feeling like he's desperately in need of attempting to stop this Titan Gate from coming up. As we see this watchtowers coming through for Tigerboss, he's got himself the fortified town centers here as well as the champion archers sitting in this location. 3antozz needs to be thinking, maybe not this route. He needs to figure out a different way forward. And look at this. Tigerboss has just got tons of citizen here. He's got 20 citizen on the Titan Gate. I haven't seen this many citizen on a Titan Gate since like 2006. Like way back when. And Tigerboss is just like, yep, I don't need units here. I just need the Titan. If I get the Titan out, I'm good to go. And 3antozz is in a very, very difficult position right now. We'll see what he's going to come up with. And he's going to come up with the resign button. He doesn't want to feel the wrath of this Titan. The Vortex plays here from Tigerboss just did too much damage to 3antozz. 3antozz was too busy trying to hit the gold of Tigerboss, and while he did get a good amount of damage done, he just couldn't quite work it out that he needed to go Mythic Age here instead of grabbing that second town center here. If he went Mythic Age through Artemis with the express purpose of nuking the Titan as soon as it dropped, this game could have turned into a very, very bizarre late game, or very, very bizarre, I don't even know. I don't know. It would have been a bizarre game to say the very least. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. Congratulations to Tigerboss. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next game.